So let's look at a few things here. We know how the tree breaks apart, okay? And here in the foreground, you see all the sap in the tree. And when you understand the characteristics of the cedar tree, when I step back, you'll understand all the twists and turns. Okay? And you'll see pieces like this fall off, like the fibers of the tree. These come this size, they come this little size, they'll come as large as a city bus. Okay? This thing is just a massive piece, but it's so tiny compared to. This here was like broken off. Where all the rest of it is and where everything else is, I'm not sure. But all this stuff, a lot of it looks unrecognizable compared to, say, like this. But the more you look at it, you can see it clear as day. And once again, this is quartz, not amber. It's feldspar. There's gold, silver, palladium, mica. All the stuff comes from the tree. Let's come up here. See that? It's incredible. You see all this stuff in your mountains. You know where it comes from. Okay? This stuff does not even look petrified. And I just try to document as much as I can as I go through. Even though a lot of it may look the same, there's so much difference in a lot of it. It's beyond incredible. Look at this. I mean, it literally does not look petrified whatsoever. It's incredible. I'm going to stand back and give you an overview of this, but I wanted to show you up close. Okay? Let's stand back a little bit. See this here? And this was part of the cedar. It's just a small piece, like a grain of sand in the whole ocean. This whole area, that's how small and insignificant it is compared to the size of the tree. And this went up, went down, and twists, did all kinds of incredible things. And then they break off just like fibers, and they break up like I showed you in the wood of today. Okay, we're just going to move on and document another place. Okay, just a little more documentation for you and I. You see, this is all part of the tree. And these balls of sap here, I've shown you whole mountainsides that are smooth with the moss on it. It's the same exact thing, except what you're seeing here is concealed with the moss. That's a small piece. I've seen them runs a mile long, if not longer, alongside the tree remains. Look at this. This is incredible. And I know this is not new for everybody, but that's what the biblical trees did. And I'll show you, if you haven't seen it, I've showed many times where the trees do this, and I walk through the gaps, like this gap right here. I'll walk through the gaps that are massive. I may put a picture or a video in here walking through the gap, and you'll see how large these trees were. Here's one of the gaps. Right here, they're all over. The gaps you would walk through. The way the tree breaks down and all the splits. There's one of the gaps. They're all over. They're everywhere. But it's incredible. Let's go right here. I'll show you. And this is the remains of a giant cedar tree. Let's go right up here. And the cedars have special characteristics, the way they twist and turn. You see here how this is going down. Lord knows how far it goes down. And Lord knows how far it went up. It went up, just like it says, that the tree could be seen from all ends of the earth. It's fascinating. Look at this. Just the way the tree breaks, it's incredible. All of this. Whew. Let's go right up here, take a look. Look at this. Some of it hasn't been exposed to the weather. You can see it a lot better, the actual color. See up there? A lot of this doesn't even look petrified. And you see down here, we'll take a little walk down there, all the sap that was in the tree. Look at this. This is truly incredible. Let's walk down here real quick, and I'll end this little portion. Look at this little sliver. Yeah, it is truly incredible. Doesn't even look petrified. Alright, well, I'm going to end this here, and we're going to move on. Gee. Look at all the different things that was in the tree. Wow. Alright, we're going to move on. Okay, so I'm going to show you some incredible stuff. I mean, some absolutely incredible stuff. But first I want to explain again that everything you see that I'm going to show you and have shown you and going to show you right now is the same within a 100-mile radius of where I am. It's all the same. We're on the top of semi on the top of a hill, and it's not a mountain, it's a hill, okay? And it's like one massive tree stump, regardless of how hard it is to believe that. It matches exactly what Scripture says, where they could be seen from all ends of the earth. Let me show you. This is pretty incredible. Some of it's recognizable, some of it's not. But it's all the same. Like, you look at all this little stuff in the ground, like just about anywhere you go. You go down by the river bottom, you go to your mountains, national forest, even in your front yard. Okay? So look at this. Okay? And then when I take you around the corner, you're even going to be blown away more. Okay? This was a giant cedar. This whole area for, I don't know if you were standing in the center, if it's 100 miles diameter, but it's a pretty good, substantial size. This is all cedar. The whole thing, everything I've been showing you throughout all my videos. All this. And you see the quartz. All of it comes in different colors. And it's not just the simple amber that people are told comes from the tree. Everything comes from the tree. The mica is the tree. The palladium, the mercury, the feldspar, the gold, silver, oil, coal, all of it are the products of the tree. As crazy as that may sound, you can believe it or not, they do all the mining and all the resources from mostly stuff like this. These are silicon-based trees. They're biblical trees. Look at this. It does not even look petrified. Okay. Yeah, it looks just like part of a root of a tree. Like this tree coming down, you see the root coming under. You see these all over. All this right here is the same as all that up there underneath that grassland. Underneath all that grassland, as far as the eye can see, all this down here is just bits and pieces of everything I'm showing you. When you see stuff like this, it's just weathered and worn and discolored. But when I go around the corner over here, you're going to be blown away. You're going to see the true color of this wood, or at least partial. Let's just walk down this edge right here. Okay? Hold on. Roxy, up here, girl. Come on, girls. And everything has the flat edge. Just like I've said probably 2 million times. That's probably 6 foot long. That's tiny. It's so tiny. That's like a grain of sand in the whole ocean. Now let's look at this. This here does not even look petrified either. It's on an angled side that's kind of not exposed to the weather. This is what the tree does. And you know what's crazy is these silicon trees, whatever magic was in them, so to speak, like the trees of the tree of life, the tree of knowledge of good and evil, they were different. The trees today are not like these trees, or these tree remains, these biblical tree remains. They were definitely special. Because I'm telling you, just about every resource, especially on the periodic table, come from these trees. You can believe it or not. So, I'm going to pause it a moment till we get right down here, so hold on. Well, I'm actually going to keep you going from here because I want you to see everything till we get over here. These trees broke down in so many different ways, but the thing that's helped me the most is looking at dead, rotted driftwood, branches laying on the ground. It's the same exact identical thing. I want you to look at this. All this with the moss on it is the same as this. Look at this. This doesn't even look petrified. None of it. But you look at this. And the tree's like fibers. The way it breaks. It'll break off like that, and then it'll break off like that. Look at this. This is, oh my gosh, look at this. All this right here that got the moss on it. All this discolored stuff and everything I've been showing you is exactly the same thing. Every now and then I run into something that really shows the extent and the color, but I'm sure this is changed its original color also. It is incredible. This is just the way the tree breaks down. It splits because of the grain of the wood, like fibers. And in these cedar trees, they break down in so many different ways. It's you can't even. I couldn't even tell you. I've tried showing you that over the years. Alright, well, we're gonna leave this spot and move on. Okay? Give you one more look. This stuff here, hold on. This is the same thing. It's stone, but it sounds like wood. Even though you're not knocking on non-petrified wood. Alright, well, and you know when they tell you about the largest tree in the world, Geronimo, oh man, they got Pinocchio nose. They do. It's such a lie, man. That tree is like a toothpick. The large 300-400 foot sequoias in California, they're literally like a toothpick compared to the size of this tree that once stood here. This is like a stump magnified. The whole diameter of this area. That might sound crazy to people, but I'm telling you, it's the truth. If this is your first video or second one, You'll have to go back and watch all my videos and you understand. And you'll believe it, I'm telling you. And then when you understand scripture and what we see and what I'm showing you, all these hills and valleys are just like a broken off stump, and they've rounded and smooth. That's all it is on a massive magnified scale. It's incredible. It truly is. It's humbling. I mean, it really feels like the Garden of Eden here. Whether it is or not, I don't know, but it sure feels like it when you walk around here. It's so peaceful and blissful. Alright, well, I'm going to end this here and go see what other amazing things we can find. Okay? Alright guys, thanks for watching.